And just like that, we are live.
What did you name it?
Go check it out. You got a monitor for comments anyway, so. All right.
I see you.
That's kind of creepy to say. I see you.
See you doggy style.
Alright, I'm not going to be able to monitor any of the comments because this is not going to be positioned towards me.
It hasn't come up for me yet. Let's see.
On the Foodie Call page itself. Can you check for the framing, Thomas?
Yep. Yeah. I'll be showing it to you.
Okay. Obviously, there's napkins in the way right now. Oh, that's a little bit laggy, huh?
Here, let me get that bottle times.
Oh wow, that's a good amount of lag. That's interesting. Alright. Oh, okay. That's not too bad. A little bit creepy there.
We need that wide.
Yeah, we do need a wider angle.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, sir.
Jay refers to this.
How many other viewers we got at the moment?
What is it?
Let's leave that on the table where we can all see it.
I was looking at the back card. I'm like,
Chuck,
You thought that was a label?
can we leave that on the table where
Yeah,
all have the comments?
I'm gonna have it face this way.
Brand new label.
No, let's not have it so that the restaurant owners can actually see it. We can just put it on the ground or on in front of us.
Yeah.
But we got a monitor for comments. So, yeah.
Alright, cheers, guys.
All right, cheers.
cheers, cheers.
I'm gonna need a shot before this. Cheers.
Empty.
I think we should share it.
Yeah.
Right.
Who else would come?
Still.
GP.
I'm glad to be sharing this experience with you guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is gonna be an interesting one. This is
Absolutely.
We got some newbies over there.
Yes, sir.
okay.
Versions.
So in case anybody's watching this not live, how many viewers we got right now?
Hold on, I'm reposting it.
Okay.
Let the hate flow.
You're like the biggest troll.
Am I?
Yeah. It's just like so natural for you. It's like effortless.
I don't even realize it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's effortless.
I'm pretty sure that's what Detroit would be saying as well.
Yeah. Share it on your page, James.
We
Can you
should've
share it
had-
on your
we
page
should've had
or
our
live
what?
stream? So just go to the Foodie Call and then share the live stream via your own page.
So I mean, are you okay that no one's in the frame? Or
We can change that up if you want. Yeah, we can move it.
So do I do that from my page?
It's okay. Everybody
You know,
knows.
you go to Foodie Call.
Everybody knows who's.
Yeah.
but part of the fun is like having.
You know what? Let's just move this onto the table.
I actually just want to keep eating, so.
Okay. How's the? It's really laggy, or not laggy, but there's pretty good latency.
Yeah, I think they intentionally buffer it a bit.
Yeah, that
So
makes
then do I have
sense.
to like copy link or something?
No, there's a share button.
No, there's a share button.
Right.
Come on.
I click the share button and this is what
James
Oh,
is
right
in the
post,
frame.
yeah.
Okay, that's good.
That's fine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, James is in the frame.
Yeah, and,
Alright.
and GP's in it when he's like.
CP is like half in the frame.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah, we'll get some. I'll let you guys know about the comments.
My page. That's gonna share the Foodie Calls.
Tap to change.
Yum.
Aha!
Damn.
Wow, it was that easy the whole time.
Yeah. Just let
Shall we?
them know we're about to eat dog. Okay. This is
Delicious looking.
Foodie Call on the G1 podcast.
Don't get too excited.
GP here. We got the whole crew out here actually. On the other side, person holding that sliver of meat in front of you is Chuck and Thomas on the other side of this table. You can see James and myself here, but we'll be panning around. We're kind of trying to do this as discreetly as possible, not draw too much attention to ourselves. But you guys have show of hands here. Who's tried this before? So these two, Thomas and Chuck, have tried it. James and I have not.
We have not.
But are you excited?
I am excited to do this with you.
Okay.
And like anxious and kind of nervous.
Okay.
James, what's your opinion on this before we go in? Any moral qualms?
No moral qualms.
No moral qualms.
Excited to try something new.
Because that would imply you have a conscience.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, what?
But the thing is, what's the moral of?
I mean, to me, it's not an ethical debate.
I'm gonna put this in my mouth, and then we can continue
I'm
this.
hungry, so.
Okay, well there we go. That's
But I don't see any moral issues here.
It's food, right?
But it is just food. It is just another protein. It's another animal.
okay.
So you're supposed to mix
But-
up just all these together, or just eat it however you want.
Mix it together.
Okay, there's you. There's you two now.
But
Okay.
for me, there's no difference between eating this versus eating cow, pig,
I would,
lamb.
before I take my first bite here, ethically, I absolutely agree, but there is a deeper familiarity I have with dogs than with any other animal.
Well, the Western world raises
Yes.
dogs as pets. So there's a.
This is good.
All right, your first bite there, James. Look at him diving head first into that.
It's fucking delicious. I mean,
It's really good. It's actually really tender.
you don't have like any of the gaminess.
And this, so I gotta mix
Just mix
this
it all together.
These trio. It looks like sesame oil, gochujang,
Is that
garlic.
Turkey?
Yeah, it's duke. So
Duke.
it's what is duke? So seed,
It's like
right?
black sesame. or something.
Yeah, it's like black sesame.
And traditionally, a lot of Korean places will give you this to get.
How many years in Korea before you? This is your first time having this, James. How many years in Korea?
On and off all my life, but I've been here 11 straight.
Okay, so for me, 7 straight. This is my 8, and here goes everything.
All right,
Make sure, guys. Whose idea was this?
mine. GP, just put it in your mouth.
All right.
It's delicious, right? It's very tender. There's no gaminess whatsoever.
I was assuming it was gonna be more gamey.
It's not. The flavor that you get is from however they break.
Right.
Yeah.
However they
But
braise this.
my first time eating this, I thought it would be extremely gamey. And I was very, very surprised that it wasn't.
But you know what's kind of a funny story that a lot of Korean people have? Like a lot of Korean people don't eat dog,
Yeah.
and a lot of the people have the same story, which is, you know, I went to go visit my relative, and we were all eating something, and you know they were all sharing this dish, and you know they all had, you know, I tried it, I thought it was really good, and then at the end they all started like laughing at me, and you're like, what? And then they were like, that was dog, and then that was my traumatic experience. And
So they got the Rocky Mountain oyster treatment.
basically, yeah.
We have any comments? All right, let me read out the comments if we got any. Right.
Nope, no comment.
Okay.
Everyone's in shock.
Everybody's in shock that we're having some doggy dog. What do you guys think about the broth?
I haven't had a chance to try it yet. Let's give this a go. This is actually dog broth.
And later we're gonna have dog
What's
fried
wrong
rice.
with Chuck's voice? It's not on the radio wrong. That's what's wrong with it.
We're gonna have dog fried rice after this. After we eat everything.
Are you serious?
No, I'm serious.
I've never had dog fried
Dog
rice.
fried rice.
Yeah.
You're-
After
okay.
that's like the finisher.
Okay, so for me personally, I was fully expecting to do this, like have some of it ceremoniously, and go home and like eat something else. But it's actually like I'm gonna continue eating this. This is fascinating.
Hey,
Fascinating.
Yeah,
It's fucking
pretty
delicious.
good. It's pretty good.
but
The
don't.
broth is really good.
Yeah,
Actually, it's got a really.
I kind of wish it was a little bit
I feel a
saltier.
little earthy.
Yeah. You had all the normal banchan here as well.
But you know, Vietnamese people eat dogs.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah.
Southeast Asian
Yeah.
countries too.
My mom actually has that same exact story that you just explained. I was like, Mom, you read dog? And she goes, yeah. My uncle told me it was chicken. I was a child.
No,
Yeah.
that's like you want to be fooled because it's hard to confuse this for chicken.
Like, no, she said she was a child.
Okay.
Yeah, she was a child at the time, so.
Any comments?
Ethan asked, does that meat taste similar to any other meat, or is it totally different? There are similarities, but I would say it is unique.
It is unique.
It's fattier than I thought it would be. It's not as lean. But it tastes very similar, like bosam.
That's what I'm
I
gonna
think
say
that's
is
where they use that part.
it's the closest thing I can think of is pulsam.
Yeah.
But
Even the looks, it has that sort of like belly sort of look to it.
Yeah. So in case that you missed out on what it looked like before, I'm going to show this to you again. And with all the banchan here, the crew, all of us, all four of us are here. Thank you so much for joining us. If you've never had this or been too scared to try, you can do it vicariously with us right now.
Because for me, like even before I ever tried, dog, my whole thing was I want to go to a place that has it in suyuk form. Like I wanted to have it at a place where it wasn't just going to get tongue. Because the problem with that is
the
that
tongue, it kind of makes all the meat, like whatever animal, kind of takes away a lot of characteristics, I feel, of the meat.
also just because understanding how some Korean restaurants work, sometimes they'll use like less fresh stuff in tongue because you can't tell the difference. You know?
You can get away with it.
Yeah, you can get away with stuff. Hi, Michelle.
But actually, between the suyuk and the tongue, I actually prefer the suyuk
Yeah,
by far.
yeah, I completely agree. But the flavor in this tongue is really good too.
Yeah.
I gotta admit, guys, I'm still like
In shock.
In shock?
getting over this.
Getting over
Right.
it?
Yeah.
Well, get over it by putting another one in your mouth.
I have. I continue to eat this.
But you gotta admit it, it's delicious, right?
It is delicious. If you can get over it, which I am slowly
The
doing.
emotional factor.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Like price wise,
You know what'll help me get
probably
over?
double what pork is.
Yeah, it's double the price for it. Can we help me get over the emotional factor?
It's basically beef prices.
Who here has had a pet dog before?
Me.
Me too.
Kind of have two now.
For one day.
Okay.
I grew up, at my parents' house. I grew up with 3 dogs. I love dogs.
Well,
Not for eating sake only, but I do love them as pets.
so you love dogs in multiple ways.
Yes, exactly.
So you're kind of a doggy stuff in guy.
Actually, how do you know?
What is up,
Jay told me.
Jay? Seems like that place is pretty bumping. We're in Seoul, you guys. We are south of the river in Banpodo.
We will not reveal the exact name of the.
Yeah, just because.
Just out of respect for.
Out of
them.
respect for the owners here, we
Yeah,
don't want people coming here.
Jay did ask us if we're in a private room. We are not.
We are not.
Yeah.
We're semi-private.
We're in the corner of the restaurant.
But it's-
Actually, this
it's
restaurant-
semi-private.
Yeah, it's semi-private. The restaurant actually has 2 rooms, and so they have an Iho shield over there. So apparently there's overflow. Yeah, I'm gonna get back to eating. I'm trying to get over it still, but it's like the more I eat it, maybe the more I'll get over it. Does that make sense?
It actually does.
Yeah.
It's almost like a vegetarian
It's like
or a vegan.
Conversion therapy.
It's like a vegetarian or a vegan trying meat for the first time, I guess.
What
There's
kind of
that
steamed greens we got here?
This one's getting
Yeah, meat. Okay.
with you.
Korean chives and perilla leaves.
How do you like this better? Like with the salt,
Main dining room. That's right.
with the dip?
Yeah, Paul, we are really
I
doing
actually
it.
like it
What's
with
up,
salt.
Kenny?
Huh?
I actually like it with just the salt.
Here's to you,
Salt.
buddy.
But if you actually look on the plate here or the platter,
Uh-huh.
and this is
Yeah.
just look at the grease
Yeah.
that's coming out.
Yeah. That's good stuff, though.
It's actually really fatty.
I mean, this is all oils from the meat coming out.
So this isn't some like really like scrawny dog. Like it's got some fat on it.
Well, actually, it's interesting because they actually farm raise these dogs. It's not like they're going in the back alley and calling a stray dog over, and they're kidnapping a stray dog. But they're actually raising these dogs just like they would raise cows or pigs or.
Right.
Oh, June, welcome to the video. Dude, that is the one qualm I will say that I have with this. Like, it's not regulated.
Yes.
Like other meats, it should be regulated. The way that we raise these animals, with what respect we can treat them with, and what to make sure diners are safe. That's important.
That's important, but there's another issue here that I think a lot of people have problems with is how humanely are these dogs killed? And there's a lot of
Kept and killed.
there's a lot of
That's not transparent, right?
well, there's a lot of like reports or news reports that say that these dogs are like beaten to an inch of their lives before they're killed,
Yeah.
and that's to tenderize the meat. And
Oh my God! Before they're killed?
before they're killed, and there's a belief that by beating the dogs, it
You're-
tenderizes the meat.
You're not making this any easier to eat.
Oh,
But it's good to know,
But you should
right?
know this.
Yeah, we should know these things. Should be aware.
And
But how is this like? Well, I'm not saying how is this any different, but I feel like with any other animal, there's always issues.
oh yeah,
right?
there's always issues.
It's never like
whether it be chickens, whether it be cows, whether it be
Right.
pigs. There's always issues with how humanely they're treated while they're living.
But also the other question, I mean, someone asked me about foie gras today, right? What I thought about it. I was like, it's delicious, and I feel like it's weird when we project human qualities to animals. Because what's the word we just used? What if it's done in a humane way, right? That's a quality we're actually, like a human quality we're attributing to. And I'm not saying we shouldn't treat them well. I
Yeah.
think we should. You know, we should take care of our food, nature, all that stuff. But I just don't think, yeah.
But, and if you want to
Dog
take that
broth.
one step further, you know, there's a whole bunch of
doing
people
okay.
that think that lobsters should even be killed a certain way, where they should
Oh,
be
sure.
put in the freezer for like a minute to put them to sleep,
Or you just
or
stab it right through the head.
right
it comes
through the
straight
back
down.
of their head, which supposedly kills their nerves. But then the other side of the story is that lobsters don't have nerves.
Right. So same thing with the foie gras is that geese, as far as I understand, you know, it looks like they're gagging, but they don't have a gag reflex.
Right.
So it's something like visually that we project and say,
Yeah.
this animal is experiencing this pain that I would feel, but it's not the same.
Well, however, with dogs, when you beat them, they do
Yeah,
feel that.
I'm just saying for the geese or the
Jay brings
lobster-
up a pretty good point. The quality of the feed is important, and that's something that shouldn't be overlooked as well. Ron says it's a superfood, good for blood circulation, low in cholesterol. I heard it's good for stamina, Ron.
What
I'll
kind of-
report back.
it's
if you-
good
for men.
Every
for men.
Korean food is good for stamina,
Yeah.
right?
Those are all super
Yeah.
important details.
Who's going to be the brave one, then, or not the brave one, but who's going to be the one that's going to test the stamina theory out tonight?
I nominate any
You
of
two,
guys.
you,
I nominate any of you guys.
that's awkward.
But honestly, for me, it's like since this is the soup that we get in the tub, it's basically the meat that they just drop in here.
Oh, yeah, sure, absolutely.
I'd rather get a little like one more serving of soup, and you know, like we could even share tongue if we really wanted, you know, just so we can get the fried rice, right?
I mean, I think this is the flavor that you're getting.
yeah,
So, you know,
there's no
it's not
real-
really necessary to order this.
Yeah, but how do you get the fried rice? By getting
No, we can just ask them for
Oh,
it.
really?
Because what they'll do is they'll take a little bit of this, not ours, but what they
If
have
you're
in the
just
back.
joining us, we had the dog suyu. So it's steamed slices of dog. That's what it looks like right there. We've devoured most of it, and comes with a broth on the side. And to top this meal off, we're actually going to be getting dog fried rice.
But I think that's one of the limitations of like
I'm sure a lot of
like
you
language,
Americans
right? We use the
that
same
have gone
word dog,
to
right?
questionable restaurants
You know,
have had dog fried
like,
rice
it's
at
like
some
a
point.
pet, you know, versus.
It actually is pretty tasty, man. It's not raw. It's
For
steamed.
instance, you don't say I'm
Definitely not
pig.
raw.
No, definitely
You say I'm
not raw.
eating pork, right?
Right.
So I think that makes a big difference too, and just the way people would think about it.
Yeah, sure.
Like if you had told me that this was it was just pork or I probably wouldn't believe you if you said beef, but if you said it was pork and you know I was like my first year in Korea, I would definitely believe you. But like just to the naked eye, the visual appearance of it's quite dark.
Yes.
And so even though pork is red meat like this one, if you told me this was bosam, I'd believe that it was steamed, but I'm like, no, this is maybe like jokbal or something.
well,
You could make what's on dark.
Yeah.
What if I told you it was goat?
Okay.
I might have believed you.
Hey
but
guys,
I'm not
we
good.
got some questions in.
Yeah.
JA said, "You guys eating it raw? We are not eating it raw. So steamed looks pretty tasty, but the stew doesn't look very appetizing."
The
That's what Ron's-
stew actually was. It doesn't taste any different from like a regular like tea.
I
really.
like heijanggu.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of like heijanggu.
I don't know what
Yeah.
Jay's looking at, but he says, "What's the red stuff?"
Yeah.
I think he's looking at this
Yeah.
stuff.
I think that's.
Jay, are you talking about
It's either this or this.
Because that's ginger, right? If it's this, it is a mixture of gochujang, pulque, and mano, so garlic, red
And
pepper,
sesame
and
oil.
sesame oil, and black sesame grounded up. That's what that is for dipping.
Just like there's ginger or something in there.
Yeah, there is ginger.
I'm having much less trouble holding it down than I thought I would.
So you're saying you're having trouble?
I was having trouble initially. Like, it is. I've never had an issue with like holding down food for anything other than the taste. When I was a child, like bitter melon, I had a gag reflex for it, and I threw up when I had it. But mentally, I've never had to do that. Chuck's mocking me over here for some reason.
No, we're just saying that you have a gag reflex.
Oh yeah. So, you know, what are you gonna do? You're gonna hold that knowledge against me? Why are you looking at James now? You're like, James, you got a gag reflex?
Only when I drink beer.
Only when he drinks beer. So as long as you're not beer, he can drink you.
I think JP doesn't get it yet.
He's a kid. But so should we order another suyuk?
Let's order another one of these.
Yeah. Do you guys
Let's
want?
go for eating.
Sometimes I like to get the eating.
Welcome to the show,
give you
Jason.
more.
We're doing dog meat.
No, that only applies to eating versus humming.
Okay.
No, even with the eating, sometimes you get more.
If you're just joining us,
Here's a tip: whenever you go to eat at any barbecue place,
Yeah.
never order humming three portions because they will cheat you at a lot of places. So at maximum order 2 orders at a time
2 orders at a time. Why is that?
2 orders and then for
because
me,
it's harder for them to cheat on the weight,
Quantity?
on the
Okay.
quantity.
Yeah, because it's more visible. This is what is left of our dog suyuk, if you're just joining us. And
Jessica
Brian.
said, "I respect that it bothers you mentally." John Bay said, "Hi guys, just checking in."
Hi, John. Hi, Jessica. Yeah, it does kind of bother me. I don't, honestly, like, if it's at this point in time, I don't know if I'm ever going to do this again, because if someone wanted to do this as a cultural experience, sure, I would accompany them, but I would probably just get bosan, because it's not cheap. I don't know if you can see that menu there, but this was 38,000원 for 1인분, so 35,000 for one serving. And now we are
수육만 더 시키면
ordering
나중에
again.
그 볶음밥도 가능하네. 아, 그러면 일단 1인 먼저 더 하고 그 다음에 먹어보고.
네, 그렇게
네, 감사합니다.
감사합니다.
네, 네.
last piece.
Take some, take.
드시고
네,
고기 맛있는 대로 드렸는데
네, 되게 맛있었어요.
아,
진짜
네.
맛있었어요.
I wasn't lying there. 생각보다 맛있었어. I thought it would be weird, man.
For those of you who didn't understand, he said it was better than I thought.
It was better than I was assuming it was going to be.
I think it's
Quite
kind of
good.
cool that
Yeah.
you're speaking Korean and I'm translating.
It is kind of cool.
But oh, actually, James, you know what we have to do now? Oh no, we'll do it in a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, they're not ready for it yet. We'll do it in a little bit. You'll see. You'll see.
Check your stamina.
You're cute.
You want some water? All right, there you go. Here. All right, so you guys, veterans, you've had this before. How is this place any different, or is it better? Is it worse?
I've actually only had it here.
Oh, okay.
And this place is kind of actually famous. And again, I'm not going to reveal the name of the restaurant, but this place is kind of famous. And if you do your research and legwork, you should be able to find the place. But it's famous because they are popular with the Korean national judo team.
Yeah. That's actually one thing I noticed is on the way in they have a big picture, and it's basically saying "Winners eat here." Right? No, that's what it's like. You want real men? Here they are.
There you go.
I like that.
But they supposedly come here to get their, not the kind of stamina that we were talking about before, but the other kind of stamina.
Like the actual physical stamina.
Yeah.
To compete.
Here come the comments. Chuck needs to improve his chopstick game. Mine's are worse. You guys need to be drinking more. Jay, we're saving a little bit for you when we see you later. Ron says, so I see you guys are drinking soju to wash down the meat. Is there any other alcohol that goes well with dog stew that you guys know of? You know, I think for the level of fat content, it wouldn't be as good with makgeolli, but it might be better. It might be better with
You
beer.
know what goes really well with it? or what I think would go really well with this whiskey.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Whoa.
Did you bring some?
No, unfortunately.
What is amateur? I thought you're gonna be like, if you're gonna say something, you gotta be like, by the way, guys.
By the way,
I thought you guys are the veteran. Both of you
Yeah.
are thinking whiskey, and both of you've had it before.
Next time.
You know,
Next
Jessica
time, bring a
has
bottle.
this really great question I actually want to talk about before we get to our next little dog fried rice thing. Do you know if they treat the dogs well before they slaughter them? Some places beat them first. We talked about this a little bit before you tuned in there, Jessica. But of course, this place, like, they're not dogs running around this place.
Right.
They source the dogs from presumably some sort of slaughterhouse, and that's been a debate. Chuck was just telling me that Chuck and Thomas were telling me that some people believe that inhumane treatment, beating them to death, tenderizes the meat, so that's very, very questionable. And that's not something we agree
And
with.
just to set the record straight,
Yeah.
none of us here are for beating
Yeah,
dogs.
none of us are for condoning that. We would like to see regulation.
But that's something like that's true of any animal, right? As in,
Sure, obviously.
we don't want mistreatment, you know.
Right.
I mean, the problem is it's really hard to know,
Right.
how they're.
Unless you actually visit the farm and
잠깐만.
숟가락은
알아.
네.
내가 잘못 썼어.
딱 돌려.
잠깐만.
now we got the word right.
네.
There you go.
네, 감사합니다.
God forbid I don't want Chuck's cooties.
여기 이 두 친구는 처음 먹는 거라서요.
아.
네. 근데 되게 잘 먹고 있어서
아.
네, 이뻐서 귀여워서 죽겠어요.
You know, when you said that, like, Kyoso Chukesaya, like, the flashing in my head, it's just like little puppies running in the field.
Oh yeah, running into the field and into.
We're purposely
Oh, no.
trying to make it hard for you, GP.
You know, yeah, it is a little bit difficult. Of course, hello, hey B.
Oh.
Yeah, hey B.
How do you feel that you're?
You know what? An animal's an animal. If you're gonna eat an animal, eat an animal. We've established ourselves, our position here. The inhumane treatment of animals is not something that we condone in the process of their raising, slaughtering, harvesting. But really, does it matter if it's a cow? Those are cultural things. Like some cultures,
Well, some cultures, I mean,
don't
it's the
eat
same
cows,
thing, same
right?
thing with the cows or the
Yeah.
pigs. I mean,
exactly. That's exactly that.
Jews don't eat pork. I mean, so
Guilt trip. Henja Drung says, finally. I don't know what you're referring to.
Finally.
You know, if you enjoy this,
finally they've been deflowered.
Like, finally, we're eating
throw
this,
us some
or I'm
thumbs
not
up,
sure what that means.
throw us some likes, some hearts. We appreciate it. If you want to share, we love that too. And if you want to subscribe when we're doing other things, talking about other topics, not necessarily eating dog.
Actually, Ron asked this
We
question, which
appreciate
I'm kind of curious about as well. Is dog meat only served in steamed or stewed format, or can you grill it up too? I actually wanted to have grilled dog. That would be
Like kind of like a barbecue dog.
yeah.
And the thing is that,
Did we just get another serving of this?
yes, we did.
Okay,
Just for you.
just for me. Thank you, Thomas.
but the thing is
always
that-
looking out for me.
I actually would
There's
not
me.
know how this would be grilled. I'd be curious, actually. If you were
But-
to take raw dog meat and put it on a barbecue grill, and if you just grilled it. But you know what I think would work really well with this? Smoked dog.
I know what you mean.
Like traditional American barbecue smoked dog. I think that would work very well.
Well, let me ask you a question. How do you feel about dog in a taco? Do you think anybody's ever done that in the world?
No.
Okay. Well, we're gonna try something
what?
crazy then.
Chuck,
Do you guys actually know any distributors? Can you source dog meat?
I can find out.
Yeah. Like it wouldn't be too difficult for you to find as
Actually, here's
cooks,
here's what
chefs.
we're gonna do. We're gonna do Dog Taco Tuesday.
Well, it is.
Did you actually bring?
It's Tuesday.
Oh my God! You planned this out. Oh, this is ridiculous.
Here is a
Theodore,
tortilla.
welcome to the chat. It is Taco Tuesday.
It is Taco Tuesday.
It is Taco Tuesday, and I don't think anybody else in the world has ever made a dog taco before.
Let's do it.
So, here, Thomas, could you help me out a little bit?
I'm gonna help you.
Genius.
Oh man.
You need 2 slices in there, at least.
And
you're gonna have to take a
good picture of this
We're gonna put a little bit of getnip in there as well.
All right.
Pushing taco pop up is what Ron wants.
This is gonna be like the Korean cilantro.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That'll be the drink.
And we need a little
And
bit
you got
of...
your Korean salsa right there.
Should we fusionize this with kimchi? I think that's a strong flavor though.
Yeah.
That's my reaction to all of this.
Let's do a little bit.
Yeah. Maybe cut it. Yeah. There you go.
We're gonna do little pieces.
Oh, Jessica says just because you put it on a tortilla doesn't make it a taco.
How are you gonna respond to that?
Well, I think
that's the very definition of a taco.
Yes.
You gonna fold it up?
Yeah.
It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to argue that it doesn't not make it a
Yeah.
taco.
Do we need a little bit of this?
But if
I almost want to like cut up a little.
you know,
bit of, like,
I would say that this is closer to a taco than a lot of the stuff Taco Bell does.
As basically the salsa.
Right.
Okay.
If you, Paul, if you think this is groundbreaking stuff, throw us a like, throw us a thumbs up, guys. Show us some love because we absolutely love you.
Peppers.
You know,
Yeah.
the Korean version of jalapeno, right? So,
Ladies and gentlemen, dog taco.
We are changing the world right now.
this is
Foodie
like
call.
One taco
groundbreaking.
at a
Yeah.
time.
All right. So, Thomas, you want to take a picture of this? I know you like taking pictures of food.
This is like the world's first dog taco. Groundbreaking.
Absolutely.
Love this.
Awesome.
Guys, I'm gonna be selfish and I'm gonna take the first bite.
Sure, go ahead.
Are we passing this around?
It was your idea, so you
Anthony Bourdain, eat your heart out.
Hey.
Damn right.
Anthony Bourdain, Andrew
Yeah.
Zimmern.
Seriously.
This
All
is
right,
for you.
cheers, guys.
Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
This is what fusion's about. You know?
Seriously. Abomination or something good? We're about to find out, right?
Yeah.
I'm hoping this is proper.
Amanda, welcome to. You need sriracha on that. Amanda, welcome to the live video. Chuck, how is this dog taco?
really good.
It's probably pretty fucking good, right?
It's almost better than what, because the flavors are.
There's no reason for it not to be good.
No, but try it. Try it.
Like we were already talking about like the similarities between Korean food and Mexican
Oh, yeah, of
food and the
course.
way the flavors that like we basically put this together pretty much the same way you would put together
And
a taco.
I can't imagine this not being good.
No, but
Exactly.
But it's almost better because of all the flavors just kind of coming together with that flour, like the tortilla.
Alright.
Oh man.
Taco
And the meat's
Tuesday.
better than what you would already put in there.
Theodore, this place is in Banpo-dong, but we're not going to mention the name of the restaurant
if,
out of
if
respect
this-
for the owners. We don't want
I would be there.
people who are against dog meat to be flooding this place. So these guys prepared me. They told me what we were going to be eating today, and I was a surprise to listeners. Thanks for joining us as always, but they didn't tell me it was going to be Taco Tuesday and that I'd be eating dog taco.
That's fucking amazing.
All right.
Sounds really good.
I'm already like having trouble with just the dog part, but
Dude,
now
next time
like
you come, you just bring a pack of
I
tortillas
could
with
eat,
you.
I really want to.
I could eat 20 of these.
Seriously, those are really fucking good.
That's amazing.
Good idea.
Oh yeah.
I was telling him like I really want to do this, and then he's like, "You should grab a tortilla."
That's what I said. He sent me a message and I was like,
That's
just fucking bring tortillas
I was
then.
so hungry before this, and that's all I was thinking about. I was like, this would be really good in my mind, you know?
Next time you come here, we're bringing a pack of tortillas here. But next time, make it corn. Corn tortillas.
this is better than the majority of tacos I've had in my life.
Paul's like, man, you guys are sharing it like a doobie.
Hey, that's the way they're supposed to be shared.
Paul also said Andrew Zimmern is a pussy compared to Chuck.
But on the record, I'm going to go on the record here. That's a better taco than most taco places are serving here in
I
Korea.
agree. Theodore said, where is this place? Oh, is this that Suyuk? Yes.
Yeah.
Suyuk. But we won't mention the place.
Yeah, we're not mentioning the name of this place just because we don't want. I'm sure these.
There are going to be
We don't need any kind of
repercussions,
haters.
yeah.
So we don't need any kind of backlash
Yeah.
or.
Look at the ecstasy on GP's face. Is that your O face?
You know what my old face looks like.
Why would you even say that?
Because I've been to Cali Kitchen, man. Your
Oh,
food is
that's
great.
what I meant.
That was a really good burrito.
taco.
Taco. I'm like processing that, how good that was.
Oh man, it was actually. I'm almost sad I didn't bring more tortillas. I just wanted to.
You only brought one?
Did you literally have that in your pocket, James? That
Wait.
tortilla?
It wasn't
in my pocket.
It wasn't in your back pocket. was
It was in my bag.
Okay, thank God.
Gosh.
But that was really good.
Oh.
I'm almost sad because I was trying to wrap it with this earlier, but it kind of falls apart. And I can't really wrap it. So it was really nice to just have everything kind of wrapped up in one bite. Oh man, that's the.
So actually, it's successful fusion then. Is that what we're calling it? Successful fusion, guys?
Changing the world, man.
It was good. That's all I got to say. Yeah, it was really good.
All right.
Actually,
Dean, what's up? Welcome to exactly what you think this is. Doggy style. All right. For people just joining us, let's take them on a tour of the table. Chuck, what is that?
This is pushing tongue. This is the dog broth soup.
Dog broth soup.
Yeah. The only thing that's missing is more dog meat in here.
Yeah. Thomas, what is this?
that's true. It's basically steamed or braised dog meat, sliced thin, and it's very, very similar to pulsam.
Very fatty, very tender, very delicious. This is the dip. It is a mixture of gochujang and dulke, so black sesame, ground up black sesame, mano, garlic, and sesame oil. And then you have the regular banchan here on the side. Right.
But is anyone
And
else
then
noticing
kimchi.
that the oils coming out of this is very different from like pork or any other kind of meat?
Yeah, it's distinct. It's waxy as hell.
It's just very, very. I don't know.
The texture of the meat, I would say, is kind of akin to chokbal, pig's feet.
Chukbar, pulsam, but I actually think it's a little bit more tender unless you go to a really, really good place.
Yeah.
If you are just tuning in, you missed out on the
I think Dee's a little
dog
sad 'cause
taco.
We did this before him. This dog taco. You know,
Right.
He could have changed the world, but
Like, I don't know about you guys, but I like this a lot better than most Haejang foods that I've had.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
yeah, this
a
is
lot-
actually
The
better than a lot of
flavor is-
haejanguk.
It's got a much richer flavor.
Yeah.
And if you did not know this was made with dog,
You wouldn't know.
you would not.
You
know.
wouldn't suspect is the thing.
All you would know is that it's really damn good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would be like, it's really damn good. Is this dog in here?
Also,
For next time.
James and I are first timers here, so James, pleasantly surprised.
Oh, absolutely.
Then here's the better question: would you come back? Because that
Yes.
Once you go dog, you
Well,
know.
I mean, I think if other people are open, yeah, I would definitely come back. Like the food is definitely good enough here to
Yeah.
warrant coming back. Like it's not something I would seek out on a regular basis.
Exactly. It's a bit pricey to seek out on a regular basis.
No, it's not a regular everyday food.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not. It's not supposed to be.
But it's a special occasion food, or if
When you need the stamina.
there you go.
Conan Warrior.
I gotta admit, I'm dealing with a little bit of cognitive like dissonance. I'm detaching from what I came in with. You know, my like warm fuzzy feeling with the dogs. I played with the dogs earlier today.
Would you come back?
You know, I wouldn't come back in the sense that I crave boshintam.
Okay.
That's one of my favorite Korean foods. So if I don't have that like once a month, that's weird.
You
But I
crave
wouldn't.
Ocean time?
Yeah, or not boshintam. Sorry, bosam.
We already got to him.
This is my fourth language.
I mean, they have Ocean time. That's
Yeah.
it's beef Ocean time. It doesn't have to be. made
Yeah,
like this.
sorry.
But you know what he meant.
But yeah, I
You crave dog.
crave
And-
bosam.
You said you crave
But
dog.
I wouldn't come back to this unless someone was like, I really want this.
Wait, you
Will you
wouldn't-
come with me?
You wouldn't purposely come back.
No, it'd have to be a special
if
occasion.
someone
Yes, I would.
were
Well-
to ask you, let's go eat dog,
Hey.
you wouldn't have a problem with it.
Hey, problem
I
solved.
wouldn't have a problem
Problem
with it.
solved. You know why? Ron just said, GP, please take me. So
There you go. There you go.
you already have your
Go.
next visit set up.
There you go.
Now you're
He
coming
really
back
wants
here.
a GP. Give it to him.
It's on you, Ron. It's on you. This meal's on you. Insert a
Freudian
small
slip.
dog say kef kef. Learned it. Okay. Small dog say kef kef. Well, Jessica,
These dogs don't say anything.
kef kef.
Oh man, that's some tasty dog.
I do want to. Wow, it's so fatty, man. I do want to move on to the dog fried rice. I want to see what that's all about.
All I know is a couple people called you out on your Freudian slip.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Even Vanessa, she can't even say hard right. She's a harf. Wow. I feel like everybody's getting into this doggy mood, you know?
You know, what I'm really surprised about is we've been doing this for a little while now, this live stream, and zero death threats yet.
Why would there be?
There's
Why
no
would there
real
be?
haters.
Yeah, there's no haters. Because we represent, our listeners are more sophisticated.
No, I think the haters will eventually come later.
They'll
Once-
come later, not on the live feed, but
Yeah.
I think
After the fact.
the keyboard warriors.
Wait, he's asking, did you guys get the chonggor? It's a more hardier way of eating the stuff. Is that the one with the rib, Paul?
No, we got the suyuk and the tongue.
We got the suyu.
Oh no, we didn't get the tongue. We just
No,
got
but
the suyuk.
we got the tongue broth.
Yeah. Wait, so the chonggor is...
Does that mean it comes on bones? Or what?
I don't know.
All right, Wendell. Welcome, Wendell. Good to have you.
Hi, Hannah.
People who know nothing about Korea are the haters. Interesting comment.
Do you feel more like Korean, or do you feel like
Dude, I feel-
energy going through your body?
I feel multicultural as fuck.
No, I just feel like fucking, so.
Well, that's the stamina
I'll
food.
ask this if we tried the ribs. Maybe they have ribs.
I don't think we tried the rib.
No, they actually give you that to you as service.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You know, I think now, like,
And they only give you one.
me and my mom have something in common is that we both tried dog meat. But I know she's had frog. I've never had frog. You guys have that frog? Yeah?
Frog's pretty good.
Frog's pretty
I
good.
used to have a lot of frog, and I used to actually prep a lot of frog in my early days. Which actually smells pretty disgusting once you prep them for like an hour plus. There's like this odor that comes up. But flavor-wise, it tastes like chicken.
If you guys have any questions, don't be afraid to ask them. We're nearing the end of the suyuk here, but I think we should order the next thing, or else this video is just gonna get super dry.
Yeah, dog fried rice.
Yeah, dog fried rice. You want to go ahead and order that?
Yeah.
여기요. 네, 여기 볶음밥 좀 주시겠어요?
예, 여기 볶음밥 2개 있어요.
Yeah.
Bokkeumbap duge.
You know, I feel like in America we have a song that goes, "Who let the dogs out?"
Woof, woof, woof.
But in Korea they'd be like, "Don't let the dogs out. We gotta eat them." You know, like why would we let them out? That's silly.
And the dog puns. Oh gosh. I believe there was a song that you wanted to play, right? Don't we need a soundtrack to this?
Doggy style.
Well, that's already the name of the video, right?
You can add that in later, sir.
So Wendell says he's got Peanut with him, so just cover Peanut's eyes.
Peanut's the name of his dog, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And Dee's talking about dog enchilada pop-ups at Cali. Well,
Wow.
tacos were good. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
All I know
If you
is
just tuning in, we had dog taco, and that was on the better side of tacos I've ever had.
Jessica
Was
asked,
not
is this a
expecting it.
seasonal dish, or do you eat it all year? My thing for Jessica would be, don't you need stamina all year round?
That's true.
Right? There's no like seasonal
Well,
dog.
she's a girl, though.
I'm just saying.
It doesn't have the same effect.
No, but it doesn't matter
Why wouldn't it matter?
because
I feel like you could be 12 years old and have the same exact dialogue. It's like that's how little we know, right?
how are girls different from boys?
This is what this does to you. It takes you back to your younger days. It makes you immature.
Okay.
Actually, this is not. See, like you can come into this particular restaurant and get it anytime you want. Once again,
Right.
we're not disclosing which restaurant this is.
Actually,
And
Ron-
yes, Amanda, the meat has a nice purple color to it.
Yeah, it does.
Actually,
It's got
I
a
have.
rich
I don't know
color.
if I've ever met Amanda, but I really appreciate because she seems to appreciate the finer things.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like this dog.
Yes.
But Ron asked a good question. Curious to know what's the general age range at the restaurant? Is it mostly office workers, taxi drivers? I would say it's mostly
Older people.
Older
men.
generation for
Yeah.
sure.
This is
Especially men.
this
Yeah.
is.
Although there
why.
are like ajumas here, but
But at least for tonight, we haven't seen any women.
yeah.
Yeah, there have been
16
zero
men, 0
women
women.
here.
My guess would be that the customer profile here is at least 80%, minimum 80% are men in their 50s and up.
50s and up.
All right, let's move on with the comments. Curious to know what the general age range of the restaurant is. Older, right? Okay, that was Ron's question. It can be eaten all year, but the summertime is when people focus on it. Thank you, Paul. Did not know that. What are all the ways the meat is served? Generally, the steamed way, in which you're seeing, in a soup, which would be boshintang, the most famous way. And we're about to have dog fried rice, but the way we invented today, what was it, gentlemen?
Dog tacos.
Taco Tuesday, yo. Successful fusion.
I think that might actually be my first pop-up.
Dog taco.
Dog tacos
Don't say it if you're not gonna do it.
at Cali Kitchen.
Doesn't matter. Don't say it if you're not going to do it.
This guy's a big talker. I mean,
He's
say it if
already
you're not
thrown the
gonna do
gauntlet.
it.
He's
Don't
Hey,
say it if
Sarah.
you're not going to do it.
he basically, whenever there's an eating contest, biggest dog, biggest bark, smallest bite.
Damn, we gotta start calling Thomas Chihuahua Ree.
There we go.
Yo quiero, yo
Dude,
quiero.
I was perfectly fine calling him the pit bull, and now you're downgraded
Yeah,
that.
now he's downgraded to Yo quiero Thomas Bell, you know?
I like that. I feel like Chihuahua is, you know, because James is just too easy because he's James U. So anything like, last time I believe I introduced you as James all over you, right?
Maybe.
But Thomas Chihuahua Ree, something so appropriate about that. You like it?
I have no comments.
I'm gonna go with it. Ron wants a dog roast.
We are drinking soju, and Ron would like for you to do a pop-up that has a whole roasted dog.
A whole roasted dog.
I don't know if you can get that.
Okay, Ron, this is for you. I will do, or if I do a whole roasted dog, you'll get the dick. Yes?
Oh, I cannot wait to see this response. You guys can ask for more condiments. That's what Paul says. You guys get to experience dog poop later. Oh, that's true, huh? Yeah,
That's pretty true.
Yeah, we do get to experience dog poop later.
In a way that most haven't.
Yeah. For Thomas, what fruit would go with dog? Ron says dog dig, good for stamina.
What fruit?
Yeah.
I don't eat fruit, so.
Oh, what fruit would go with it? You cook with fruit, right? Sometimes.
Fruit?
Yeah.
Like fruit? Like peaches?
Yeah.
Strawberries?
Like bananas.
What other fruit do you know?
Yeah.
You mean fruit, non-fruit?
Nut fruits.
Fruit meat.
Fruit meat.
Why
that's right.
would you eat fruit with this? That's my question.
You know, you can
What
have,
meat
like,
goes with fruit?
you can make like dog à l'orange or something like that, you know.
Hey,
There you go.
there's an idea.
There you go.
Okay.
Dog à l'orange.
I wonder if this, in the grand spectrum of Korean food I've ever had, I'm having trouble placing this experience. You know,
Why?
I don't know where it fits. It's kind of like feels like 닭갈비 to me.
As in, it's been that awesome for you?
Kinda. Also really kind of weird. I remember the first time I had 닭갈비, I was like, "What is this red mess?" Huh.
She did refill our soup at least once, so.
Yeah. Okay. The question is, would you take your friends here if they didn't ask about it?
What do you mean? Like trick them?
No, not trick them. That's just. I feel like that's rude.
I know, but
That's
what,
Yeah, that's
what-
wrong.
Yeah,
to,
what do you mean, like if they didn't ask?
How do you like? Would you be like,
feel like-
hey, do you want to try this?
I feel like you're
Oh,
obliged
yeah.
to ask them about it.
Yeah.
Just because it could possibly be a device.
I wouldn't have
Yeah.
a problem with it.
But I would never. Like, you know, family members trick people.
No, but I would offer it
Yeah.
as an option.
Yeah.
And if you offer it as an option and they say no,
You know, honestly, a conversation that has come up for me is like people ask me, "Do you know a good place to eat dog?" Because one of the things is there's actually a lot of bad places to eat dog. So
yeah.
if you get it anywhere, and if you have a bad experience, that might just be a bad experience. Because even for me, that's
bad food is bad food, no matter what the ingredient is.
but that's what took me so long to even eat it at my first place, is because I wanted to have a good experience. I wanted to have good quality.
All right, James, you.
Oh, the fried rice has come out.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is not just any bokkeumbap.
It is not just
So
any.
it's dog kumbak?
It's
Yes.
dog kumbap
This is the fried rice that your mom never served you.
that we are about to enjoy.
But you know what? This is fucking delicious.
Paul says he was tricked into trying it. I don't think that's cool. You shouldn't trick people into.
You trick people into eating spam.
Yeah, you
You know,
trick
you
people
shouldn't have to trick people into eating this.
because there are some people just have an affiliation with dogs, and this is like kind of a sacred
Oh, yeah,
ground
sure.
for them. Yeah,
It's a very
it'd be like on par with I don't know,
It could be
maybe
a sensitive issue, bro.
it's a
people
very
who have
sensitive
religious
issue.
people who have religious qualms with certain meats and tricking them into eating meat.
You know, it's not like I'm gonna take a Jew and
Yeah,
have take them for wholesome.
yeah.
It's the same
Rachel,
thing.
welcome to the video.
But you
Kebab,
can
not
do
kebab.
for
Kebab.
This is
I like that.
This is
This is K-pop. That's pretty
Literally.
clever, Ron.
Chicken and pork. It's-
Yeah, my mom was strict into eating dog meat
It's
as a
kind
kid.
of
She didn't seem too phased by it.
Do dogs chew their cud?
No.
Then it's completely legitimate.
All right, is this gonna taste any different from regular bokkeumbap? Probably not.
Yeah, I would say not.
It's a little bland. It's a little oily.
Yeah, I want to put a little bit
I
more.
wish there were more kimchi or some salt in there. But whatever flavor, the problem with the bokkeumbap isn't because of the
It's
meat.
not because of the dog.
It's the way it was.
It's the way the bokkeumbap's prepared. It's really generic. This is like kind of like your corner store kimbap.
No, had they
type
used
of-
this oil to make it, that might have made it taste interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think what they do is
Yeah,
they pour this broth in.
Yeah, I could taste the broth in it for
Yeah.
sure.
I feel like if I ordered this at a kimbap changu, like this bokkeumbap, like I'd never know. Like there's actually not that much meat in it, huh?
There's actually no meat in it.
Yeah, it's just the broth, right?
The condiment's pretty good. Paul said try putting the condiment on the fried rice. I tried it, it's pretty good.
It is good.
Yeah.
I mean, this mix just in general was pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
You know, I actually invited Paul to join us.
I feel like he's commenting the most, and he should be here right now.
Jaeum, welcome to the video. How's it going? Throw us a thumbs up if you like it. Okay, so today, gentlemen, we have tried dog stew, boshintang. That was the first thing that came out. Second, dog suyu, which is steamed dog. A little bit left here.
Oh, it's Jeong. So,
Who's you?
Jeong was a student of mine
Super fatty.
several years ago.
And now we're having.
How are you?
We had. Okay, so boshintang, dog stew, dog suyuk, dog tacos, because James and Chuck thought it was appropriate to bring a taco, and you know what? It absolutely was. It was delicious. And now we're having dog fried rice. What's next, man? Like I feel like the only thing that's left is a dog burger for us to try.
Well, we have a couple good questions.
Go ahead.
Let's see. Do different breeds of dog have different tastes?
No idea.
No idea, because the way that these dogs are harvested, raised, or
But-
captured, it's not
But
transparent.
If you think about just sort of common sense wise, like different breeds of pig have different flavors, different breed of cattle
Yeah,
have
like a
different
boar.
flavors.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
there's no reason to believe that it wouldn't hold true for dogs as well.
Right.
But from my understanding, there is a certain breed
Yeah.
or a mix of breed or whatever that's used just for this.
Right.
Do you know what breed
So-
it is?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't remember the name, but it is. So, well, one of the kind of common misconceptions is that people assume that it's a domestic dog.
Or
But-
just any dog.
Yeah, any dog, but it's really not. These dogs are bred, and they're. I mean, if you.
They're
you-
bred for consumption.
Right, you wouldn't want like a pet toy pig, for your, samgyeopsal, right? Just because it's not going to have that much
Nothing
meat.
to eat.
And if it's a Bichon Frise or any toy dog, there's nothing to
Again,
eat.
there's
Right.
nothing to eat.
Exactly. So I mean, first of all, this dog is more on the wild category, from what I understand. It's kind of like the difference between a domestic cat versus it's like a pig versus a boar,
But
right?
it's a dog indigenous to Korea.
Right.
Because there
Right.
aren't that many dogs that are native to Korea.
Right.
Right? So,
So
if you do a little bit of research, you can
And-
probably
and-
narrow it down to what it is.
And I doubt it's the Jindo dog.
No,
No.
I'm pretty sure it's not that.
볶음밥이 어때요?
네?
맛있어요.
네, 맛있어요.
내가 열과 성기를 다해서 볶아드렸어. 맛있게 드시라고.
네.
너무 감사합니다.
진짜 맛있어요.
네.
네. 그러니까
정성이 가득 뭐 정성정성 써 있잖아요 지금
아, 그러니까.
볶음밥에.
지금 정성
네.
있게 우리가 먹고 있어요.
네, 예.
I like that
She actually looked like she was about to kick my ass.
yeah, she's very proud.
She's very proud of her
her
cooking.
cuisine.
Yeah, she rolled up and she basically
Yeah.
said, "Dude, I put my freaking heart in this. How
Right.
you guys liking it?
Yeah.
And if you don't like it, I'm about to kick your ass. So,
And this guy over here is behind.
hey, mine's almost done.
I know.
I just smile and nod and keep eating.
Because you're afraid to get your ass kicked by the
That's
other
right.
dog.
I don't want. That's the last thing I want is to come here and get my ass kicked.
Paul wants to know, has anybody been to Moran Market and seen how the dogs are treated down there? I have not.
No, but I hear nightmares about Moran Sidam. Whether it's dogs or cats or other animals. I hear that's not a really healthy place to be. You just walk out of there feeling depressed.
If you're just joining us, throw us a like. We appreciate it. Share if you want. The thing is, we're here eating right now. The food is very delicious, and I have to admit that without all these like really controversial topics, I'd be able to enjoy this much better. But that's not what we're here to do. You know,
Of course.
I want to take this for what it is in 2016 culture. It's important to know all these things, and it does make it harder to know. Like, I'm sure pigs and stuff, pigs, cows, they're all treated inhumane in certain places, but that connection to dogs is always there, right? So talking about it does make it harder to enjoy, but if you can separate that, it's very delicious. I actually can say that I would recommend you trying this if you've never tried it. If you can get over it. I think I'm over it now.
No, but
Sorta-ish.
But the mistreatment of dogs is a very different issue from whether you should eat dog or not. Like, I think that's what people can't separate, you know? Like, as in, like, there are chicken being mistreated. Should everybody stop eating chicken? You know, like, there's a lot of things like that. I think we should fight for and advocate proper treatment of animals.
Correct. There seems to be two camps on this. One talks just about the mistreatment of the animal, right? The other camp talks about the fact that dogs, different from other animals, were sort of bred to be counterparts to humans.
And that's
Right, not, different from, let's say, having a pet pig or a pet cow that you raise. They talk about what dogs were specifically bred, or it's almost like dogs were sort of on this earth to be companions to humans or something like that.
the first argument I completely agree with, and I support that. Even if it's for consumption, they should be treated somewhat humanely. But the second,
As humane as you possibly
Right,
can,
sure.
right?
But the second argument that dogs were meant only as pets, that's just asinine.
I want to get to this thing that Benjamin asked. Is there any evidence that dogs are treated worse than any other animals that are bred for consumption? As far as I know,
There's no evidence that
there's
I
no
know of.
evidence, but it's much more heavily publicized how poorly dogs are treated than other animals.
But that's through Western media.
That's through Western media, for sure. You don't see too many Korean outlets doing that. At least ones that are Korean and not like influenced heavily through Western media. So there is that as well. Okay, I think we are at the end of our meal. Is that it, gents?
I just wish I had another tortilla right now.
Soju goes with everything.
Soju goes with everything.
Regretting not bringing another tortilla.
Guys, we're gonna wrap this
All
up.
right, one more for each of you guys, and let's call it a wrap.
I'm taking this one.
What?
If you have any comments,
Why
please
do you
leave
bring
them.
any more?
We're gonna be
I was
closing this
inclined
off
to
in
share.
about a minute.
Oh, Jesus.
In order, we had the boshintang, which is right there, very flavorful. Most of us agree it's better than a lot of haejanggu. And then there is the suyuk, the steamed dog, also very good. Then we had dog taco because this guy over here, because it's Tuesday,
Because
it's
it's
Taco
Tuesday.
Tuesday. We brought a tortilla so you can rewind and check that out. It's actually really good. And here is the remnants of my dog fried rice, which is also quite good. Actually, great meal all around, surprisingly. It was actually me and James's first time. Wouldn't have any qualms with doing this again.
No.
But I wouldn't seek it out. But I wouldn't have any qualms with doing it again.
If the opportunity came up, I would definitely be up for it. But it's not like it's not like something I would crave.
Yeah.
Because there are plenty of other substitutes.
But GP is the only one who already has an appointment to meet it again with Ron.
That's true.
Yeah, and he says that again right now. Next week I'm buying.
So you guys are coming here, right?
Can't turn that down.
No, because you said if someone asks me, I'm gonna go.
Does it have to be next week? I don't want to have like the same thing. Ron.
Damn.
Why not?
No, I just got a message.
You're gonna be a
Someone
regular.
outside.
You're gonna be a regular before us.
This is only my first time having it, guys. Okay. Oh, and now we have a little bit of controversy in the comments. This is Foodie Columns U1 podcast.
Ron, you're a jerk.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Yes, sir. Cheers.
And cheers to everyone.
Thanks for tuning in. I'm GP.
James.
Thomas.
Chuck.
We are out. Throw us a like.